I'm Michael Bloom, chiropractor. What I want to cover with you today is the two types of common physical trauma that we're subjected to. Most people, when they think of physical trauma, they are picturing an accident such as a car accident or a significant sporting accident. And indeed, they are a part of daily life. That's what we would term macro trauma. Macro is a term that means big. So that's a big trauma, and it's really noticed, and you can remember the moment it happened, and you remember how it felt. And you can often remember the date and the subsequent challenges in the days leading or post the incident. Micro trauma, micro means small. Micro trauma means an impact physically to the human body, but in a way that's almost under the radar, like an iceberg under the water. You don't know it's happening, but it's just gradual and repetitive. An example of micro trauma would be having a posture like this at your desk every day for years on end. That will create micro trauma changes within your spinal structure, your neck structure, but you don't really notice it happening. It's a creep up effect. Now, why I wanted to cover that is just the sheer number of people that walk through our door and they don't actually have a moment in time that they can remember a problem commencing. They're just aware they have a problem that they are aware of, they want to deal with, they want something done about it. They don't remember when it happened. So effectively what I'm saying is that by far and away, I'd say 85% of the people that walk through our door, they are here because of micro trauma, that slow, repetitive, ongoing factors that lead them eventually to the point where their body's giving them some signals, the signals that something's not quite right. And if you didn't have those signals, imagine what would happen. You would continue on, possibly not aware of the trauma that you are creating for yourself, and then ultimately the final outcome would potentially be far more catastrophic than if you get a warning signal such as pain as a feedback. So micro trauma and macro trauma, two very different things, but both impactful on your health and well-being. And I hope that really helps clarify and helps you understand potentially if you're not feeling as good as you used to feel, but you can't think of a moment in time as to why you wouldn't be feeling as good as you used to feel, you might be able to piece together and reflect and say, you know what, there are certain lifestyle factors that influence my life that are probably micro trauma events on an ongoing basis, and potentially that's why I'm not how I used to be. If that's the case, go and see someone, let them determine the actual effects and what they can do about helping to restore some of your vitality and well-being, potentially through hands-on work, but also potentially through education and information. I hope that's made sense to you and it's been useful and informative, and wherever you are, have a great day. Cheers.